Giovanni Verga was born in Vizzini in 1840. He was of noble descent. His parents were Sicilian landowners. Verga was one of the most famous Italian writer and playwright, and the most important of the Italian Verismo school of novelists. He wrote many works, almost set in Sicily, some ones with a passionate subject, such as Storia di una capinera, the story of a black cat. Other ones with humble men and women as protagonists and forced to face harsh living conditions, such as Rosso Malpelo. Verga's stories most commonly treated man's struggle for material betterment, which he saw as foredoomed. The writer dealt with losers who have been crushed by life and often have not been able to get up again. La roba, the stuff, is one of Verga's tale. It is part of the Novelle Rusticane collection and was published in 1883. The theme, dear to Verga and treated on several occasions, is the desire for possession of the stuff. The stuff is a symbol of economic well-being, and a wealth that is not measured in money, but in pastures, lands, farms, full warehouses, and animals. Mazzarrò, the main protagonist of this tale, is a farmer, a man of very humble origins, who has enriched himself to extend his possessions to most of the land south Catania, but remains obsessively attached to his stuff until his death. Mazzarrò sacrifices everything in his life. He does not allow himself and luxury, and in order to accumulate as much material good as possible, he staves off all those who, in a certain sense, could rob him. Mazzarrò lives in fear of his death, because he cannot give his heritage to anyone, having no heirs or friends, and when he feels that death is about to arrive, he would like to take his beloved stuff with him to the afterlife. Verga also writes two novels, Mastro Don Gesualdo and I Malavoglia. This social novel tells the story of a family of fishermen who lives in the small fishing village of Acitrezza and who loses everything until the breakup of the family itself. The house by the medlar tree represents not only the house where they lived, but above all the roots that every family has and to which the Malavoglia were very close. The house by the medlar tree. In the historic center of Acitrezza, there is a charming museum called the House by the Medlar Tree, a magical place where everyone has the sensation of entering the page of the famous novel I Malavoglia by Giovanni Verga. A lavastone arch leads into a small vegetable garden and in a courtyard from where you can enter the structure consisting of two main rooms. La terra trema, the earth trembles, collect photos and posters, testimonies of a film shot in Acitrezza and based on Verga's novel. I Malavoglia collect images and tools of that world of fishermen represented by Verga's novel. Verga and his places. Aci Trezza, Vizzini and Catania. Aci Trezza is a village by the seaside. It's the place where Verga sets his novel I Malavoglia. Vizzini is a metropolitan municipality of Catania that has about 5,700 inhabitants. It is located at 586 meters above sea level, near the Hebline Plateau and on the slopes of Monte Lauro. This town dates back to very ancient times, and there were found several caves dating back to the late Bronze Age. Over the years, it was an important aristocratic center and welcomed important historic residences of Sicilian noble families, including that of the well-known writer Giovanni Verga. Catania is an important Sicilian port city. It is located at the base of the active volcano Mount Etna. In the historic center of this beautiful city, there is Giovanni Verga's house. It is now a charming